Anime.
Oh,
Back.
yeah, we have this.
Yep. We watched 2 episodes of JoJo and a new anime.
Mystery anime.
We'll tell you about it later on. But first, the JoJo Wowo.
Dude.
Mmm.
Dude.
Mmm.
Chocolate.
Bullshit.
Chocolata.
Oh,
It's chocolata. It's the trap of the helicopter.
Yeah, that's he was in the helicopter, all right. He was in various parts of the helicopter, not all at the same time.
No, all different parts of the helicopter at the same time.
Yeah.
So, we meet our heroes on top of the building, getting ready to enter the helicopter where Chocolata has contained himself.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so they're getting there, and Jorno's like, "All right, boys, let's get in there. Let's go head first into the helicopter. Let's go." And then Mista's like, "No, please."
Oh yeah.
He's close enough where my Sex Pistols can just get him easy. Just shoot those bullets. Bada bing, bada boom. He's done. He shoots Sex Pistols into the thing. He shoots 5 of 6.
Yeah.
And dude, they shoot the bullets into the helicopter, and Chocolata is gone. And they're like, "How could he be gone? He's in the helicopter. That makes no fucking sense. How the fuck is he gone?" And then, his boys just get chopped up one by one. They just keep going.
This is the part I didn't understand.
Right? And you're like, "Whoa, what is this mystery? Yeah. How is he gone? How is he hiding in a helicopter?
Yeah.
Like, there's no place." And Mista starts taking damage because when Stan takes damage, the owner takes damage. And Mista's like, "I can't move. I only got 1 bullet left. All right, so I can't. You gotta go." And he's like, "I'll go. Don't worry about it. Giorno here to save the day." Giorno's going into the helicopter, and it turns out that because Chocolata was a doctor, he knows all of the vital limbs that he needs and organs in order to survive, and which ones that he can remove while still keeping his body alive.
Yep.
But also which veins to clog with bacteria and fungus in order to stop the bleeding. So he was hiding because he dissected himself. He cut his arm off, he cut his legs off. Giorno punches him in the stomach and he cuts his torso open.
Yep.
And his spine comes out.
Yep.
And then Homeboy sews himself back together later. I forgot how awesome that was.
Right.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome.
Okay.
This battle is actually one of the more what the actual fuck type of battles.
When he discussed he could separate his limbs, I'm like, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
If you know you can cut off, cool. The parts that I didn't get was, how did he still have control of those limbs?
It's the fungus.
What?
The fungus is part of the stand. He controls the fungus.
Since when did we establish that the fungus
right now.
can... Oh,
since right now. It's his secret power. So they do a whole bunch of bullshit. Mista saves 1
bullet.
guy, 1 bullet and 1 Sex Pistol, number 5, to go help Giorno. And just when it looks like Giorno's about to get punched out by this sentient moss arm, fungus arm, the bullet guy helps him. He shoots the bullet.
Yeah.
It cuts through Giorno's hand, and then he's able to grow that into another tree branch that connects back to the helicopter.
Yes.
Because it touches this thing, creates life, brings it back. This is the part where I was like, oh, fuck yes.
Oh.
Where Giorno is like, bitch, the power of teamwork will always prevail, right? Yeah. And he's running back towards the helicopter, and he's like, Chocolata's like, no, please. The fungus is still alive. I'm just going to tilt this helicopter forward because the blades are still running.
Apparently.
Yeah. So I'm just going to tilt this forward, and even if I just tap a millimeter, your branch is going down, which means it gets hit by the fungus. And then it breaks apart, and he's all like, all according to plan, baby. Giorno kicks a piece. He does a guile moonsault kick into one of the tree branches and it kicks it back up into the air. And Chocolata's like, bitch, I'm the fucking best. I'm so smart. You're dumb. I'm awesome.
Yeah.
The tree branch that Giorno kicks turns back into a bullet. hits the rotating helicopter blades. And because it got hit by such force, it shoots back down and headshots Chocolata.
What fucking bullshit.
So good.
This whole fight is so bullshit.
It's so...
from all sides.
It's so good.
You said when we were watching this, you're like, it's the mystery, figure it out. How the fuck are you supposed to figure this out?
Exactly. That's the whole thing with JoJo. Is like, I'll say in like part 3, like there is some wild stuff, but like you could probably like, oh, something's happening. I might be able to figure out what's going on. But as stuff continues to go forward in parts, it only gets wilder. Part 5, I think, is some exception where it like peaks.
Yeah.
Because like the final bosses, part 6 final boss is pretty nuts too. But part 5 final boss is just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right. And part 5 is the one where I think it just has the most ridiculous stand powers.
Yeah.
But kicking a bullet tree branch into a rotating helicopter blade to perfectly headshot some dude, takes the cake.
Yeah, especially because, like, you know, Giorno's not exactly a man who's ever shot a gun.
No, but he's kicked a branch before.
Apparently it's the same shit.
He's Italian, so he's definitely played footy.
Oh, God.
And here's the kicker. Clean headshot.
Yes.
Chocolata's still alive.
There's an entry and an exit hole.
And he's just gushing blood. Yeah. And so Giorno is looking at him. He's like, I fell off the thing, but I'm still alive. You took away the fungus. But I'm going to tell you right now, I know you're faking it. I know you're on that tree, and you're not actually dead. Mm-hmm. And if I move forward and you don't move, I'll just incapacitate you. But if you move, it'll be much, much worse. Mm-hmm. So he does a whole spiel. He starts walking towards Chocolata, and Chocolata's like, bitch, you're a bitch. Fuck you. Yeah. Right? I got this. I'm the best. Like, you can't beat me. I'm a doctor. And he goes through his whole spiel. Yeah. And then Giorno's like, that was the bit. That was the magic plan. Yeah. You thought that I was wasting time? No. I was wasting time on purpose. Because when I shot that bullet through your head, oh yes, I had enough time to make the bullet grow into a larva. Mm. And the larva slowly evolved into a Hercules beetle that bore through your skull and ate your brain.
How? How, I say?
He's a fucking genius. He's got 200 IQ. He's crushing it. Giorno is crushing life right now.
I don't know. Like, the part for me where this makes sense is there's an exit hole. Like, there's a bullet exit hole implying that the bullet left his head. So how is it still there? Oh, you don't know? No. Oh, you don't know? I have no fucking clue.
No, he needed the, I think it was the stuff on the bullet. It wasn't the actual bullet. I think it was like the life on the bullet. Because it returns back to the owner, right? Remember the thing with the fly in like the first episode? Yeah. It returns back to the owner.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
What a dumb show.
Okay, before we get on to the next episode, is this peak bullshit right now?
More or less.
Yeah,
we're there.
More than anything, more than teleporting sharks.
Oh, that's pretty bad too.
More than being tiny.
Oh, tiny was the first example of bullshit. This is pretty bullshit right now. Okay. Like this whole fight. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty bullshit. Yeah. Like every action that happened. I had to question everything. I was like,
I think this was the episode that got the most reaction out of you and TJ.
It was just, it was
so good. Mwah. Delicious. And then we move on to the third part of this battle where Bruno is fighting Underwater Man. I forget his name. I know his his translated stand name is Sanctuary. Yeah. But I can never really make out what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
What the real one is, and I forget. But he realizes that Chocolata is dead. Yeah. And he's like, well, shit, I know you said you loved me over the phone, whatever. And like, hey, This is the first actual instance of gay things happening in the show.
Oh, this is the first.
This is the first one because a man told another man that he loved him, and I was like,
no, that's not gay. That's just a man loves a man.
really? If I told you I loved you right now,
I'd be like, well, who doesn't?
God damn it. So yeah, I was like, listen, this show's been heterosexual up until this point.
Sure, sure, buddy.
It's very heterosexual. And then it turns out that Groundman is just insanely strong.
Yeah.
Right? He can use his melting powers, basically, in very interesting ways. So he uses it, we know, under the ground so that he can literally swim through swim through mud. The other thing he's doing is that when he's battling people, he's actually using the elasticity of his melted ground to his advantage so that he can be faster than he should be, so that his punches can pack more power than he should be. It's Bruno equated it to a boxer winding up like a hook and then pushing his arm against the rope so that the ropes push his arm faster.
Yeah, I mean,
Which, to be honest, I've never seen him box.
I was gonna say, like, when he said that, I'm like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
Like, does that actually happen?
Does that actually happen? I've never seen it happen.
Yeah.
But maybe, I don't know. We can look it up later.
Okay. No, we don't. We don't have
We
to.
can fact check
Nah.
JoJo.
No, we don't need to fact check anything. It's all bullshit.
But this whole battle is pretty repetitive, especially compared to the last one.
Yeah.
Where
And it drags on. This
It
one.
does drag on. Bruno is trying to get away from Mudman, but Mudman and doing a whole bunch of different tricks. So he's like unzipping things. It's kind of showing his like smart thinking. The one I thought was really cool is that he throws a street sign at Mudman. Bruno does, but when it hits when Mudman dodges it and it hits the pillar behind him, there's only half the pole. And what Bruno did is that he unzipped like 3/4 of it so that when he re-zipped it, it would slam together and try to decapitate him, which I thought was like a really clever usage of his zipper power.
Yeah.
But the rest of it is them like, Bruno is just like ripping up the ground while he's underground so that he can travel. They both realize that there is somebody at the Colosseum. And that somebody is a wheelchair-bound Polnareff, who is a main character of French descent from Part 3. And he has come back and he said that, listen, the only way to beat King Crimson is with this arrow I got from Egypt 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. When he was 26.
Yeah.
Not 36.
Now 36, when he's 26. And if Bruno can't make it here alive, then there's no point.
Yeah,
right?
They might as well die.
They might as well die. So I'm gonna wait to see how this works out because I'm in a wheelchair with weird metal legs.
Yep.
And if they can't get here, then I'm gonna just destroy the arrow.
Yeah.
The whole battle keeps going on. One man keeps getting more and more pissed, which makes his power even stronger. And so the closer he gets to Bruno, the more severe the melting power becomes, where the ground basically does become water. And more extreme things happen where Bruno starts to melt, like his skin starts to melt, right? But throughout the whole battle, they're talking about how like underneath the water, sounds are amplified, right? Because of the way sound moves through it. And they're using that to their advantage and disadvantage to see where certain people are. And Bruno was like, listen, I fucking knew you were going to go crazy. I knew you were going to get real close to me, and that's what I wanted. I want you to bring everything into the ground. Oh, even before that, Mudman started like spitting mud. He like ate the ground and then shot the mud into the air. And then because it was away from his body, it became hard again.
Yeah, but why did it turn into spikes?
Because gravity.
Gravity does not weld them up into spikes.
Oh, this gravity does. You never been to Italy? Yo, Italian gravity is fucked. All right.
Okay.
Pasta's deadly.
Is that what it is? That's what they say. Don't throw rice in the air.
Don't throw rice in the air. It just comes back down and chink, like cuts off an arm.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
And it's like raining hellfire through him, right? But then Bruno is like, I was waiting for this time, and you know what? I'm undead basically. My heart is stopped. I don't really take any damage, and I'm pretty sure my ears can take it. So let's do it. He punches a car tire and he pops it. And the super loud car tire pop is amplified underneath this water ground, which then blows out the other guy's eardrums.
Yeah.
And because he's deaf,
he's
useless. He can't use his power to his advantage anymore. So there becomes a whole drawn out scene where he's just like, they'd have like this incoherent conversation because one person's talking, the other person can't actually hear what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mudman grabs the boss. Because the boss is there. He's like, I know they're going to be here in Rome. And just by happenstance,
he's there. Yeah.
He's there. Grabs the boss. And it turns out that the boss saw a vision where he was like, Bruno is not going to kill me because he thinks I'm a civilian, but he's going to punch through me in order to do a thing right, to the guy behind me. So I'll let it happen. And Bruno basically zippers Mudman's hand to his chest, and his hand starts melting his own body.
Yeah.
And he falls. He like tries to escape by going into the garbage truck where his brother is.
Yeah.
Like all in pieces and shit. And then Bruno starts feeling the effects, like he's on borrowed time.
Yeah.
He's like, I think it's over for me. I'm going to die. And the boss is right behind him, just ready to just karate chop this motherfucker again.
Time to go.
Right?
It's go time.
And yeah, that's where the episode ends. There is going to be another part to this. A part 3. Or no, a part 4?
Sure.
Was it?
Or it'll either be a part 4 or it will be...
Part 4 or a new episode.
Yeah. New string of episodes.
So yeah, but... I believe now that this is it. This is the final arc.
Oh, we're there. Finally.
We are getting into the final arc of JoJo. It's probably going to end this season.
It's happening.
I'm so sad.
I'm so excited.
I'm so sad.
I'm so excited. No, so it's we're through it.
Yeah, we're getting through it.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's been a journey. I'd like to say that I'm reminiscing the good times, but I'm not.
I am.
Yes, these 2 episodes were pretty bullshit. Front to back, back to front, side to side. It was
oh baby, just wait.
It was oh man. Stuff happened.
I'm so excited.
Even the small things that didn't matter were super bullshit.
Like what?
So Bruno and his name Specco? Specco? I don't know.
Which one?
Sanctuary?
Oh, him, yeah.
They were like fighting somewhere.
Yeah.
And then across the city, in the Colosseum, they see a flicker of light.
Mm-hmm.
And Sanctuary's like, oh, did you see that?
You see the flicker of light?
That was binoculars. It was an old man in a wheelchair. And he just went back into the shadows.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck did you see that?
He's got like 2010 vision.
Does he?
Yes. You gotta just take into consideration that unless said otherwise, these people are of peak human condition and also have the best senses and the best
peak
whatever.
Human. Captain America didn't have hawk vision.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Be positive.
Absolutely.
Probably did.
No, he didn't. Or else he would have seen Bucky when he died.
Peak anime human condition.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. Unlimited power.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, that's JoJo. Okay, JoJo done for there. We watched an episode of a new anime from the season.
Yeah.
We
Continuing
watched.
on that train.
Yeah, last time we watched what?
We watched Thighs and Tights.
Right. This time we watched. I think this is probably the most popular of the new series.
Okay.
Because I think
it's not more popular than JoJo, obviously, but
well, that's a returning series.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Demon Slayer.
The most generic title.
Yeah, absolutely. It is like, wait a minute, sell your show. It is done by the studio Ufotable, known for the Fate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So very, very nice looking anime. Probably better with their action sequences.
Oh, much better.
Yeah.
Oh, much better.
Yes, they've got some. You know what? I would love to see JoJo done by this studio.
Really?
I just want to know what it would look like.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they
like. I don't know if it would translate well because it's not quite like heavy choreographed combat.
Yeah, because was it David Productions? I think does JoJo, and they're like sticking strict to the manga, like strict, like those that shit you see in the show. Those are just frames. Those are just panels from.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder what if someone else took liberties against it, because I know like Ufotable, like that's not what the visual novels look like for Fate Stay Night, right? They look different. So I would like to see just a
different. That'd be cool. I'd be down.
But anyway, Demon Slayer kid is he lives on a mountain. He's got a big family of brothers and sisters and a mom.
He smell good.
He Yeah, he's got this. Now he has superhuman sense of smell. He can smell anything. I don't know why. He just can. He's clearly the oldest brother, though, so he's tasked with all the biggest chores, and it's made established early on that he is the helper of the town. He climbs down from this mountain. He goes to sell coal for New Year's festivities, and he helps everyone in the town when he's there. He heads back up the mountain, but he gets stopped by an old man, an old Oji-san, and he's like, "Listen, don't go out there.
Don't do it.
It's nighttime.
Demons.
Demons come out in the dark. I don't want you dying. Please stay here with me. You can leave at daylight." He says, "All right." Sets off in the morning. Says a smell kicks in. He smells blood. He starts running.
What's the whole fucking thing? It's like when happiness is taken away, there's always the scent of blood. I was like, that's the edgiest shit. That's so edgy.
This is an edgy show.
It's very edgy.
This is an edgy show. He gets to the top and blood everywhere. All of his family is dead. Everyone is fucking murdered. Except for one who has some sort of semblance of life to her.
Yeah.
And so he carries her down the mountain to find a doctor, but she wakes up and boom, turns out she's a demon.
Damn.
And she just wants to fucking eat him.
All the time.
Absolutely.
Not in the good way.
No, like she wants to devour him.
Yeah. Not in that way either, but like eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Feast.
Yeah. Oh. Yes. She's looking for that snack.
She's snacking.
Yeah. And he gets freaked out. Obviously, she tries to eat him, and then she does this thing where she grows.
Yeah, she just becomes large.
Yeah, and he's trying to just hold her off. But in the midst of their little tussle,
Sasuke.
No, before that,
okay.
He starts like crying because he's like, please, 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 and she starts crying.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
As if he has gotten through to the demon.
Yep.
And that's when Sasuke shows up. And Sasuke's like, "Yo, what up, demon bitch?
I got my sword."
And the sword says
exterminate demons.
Yeah, oh my god. And this is when the affordable budget comes into play, and he just fucking swipes this sword.
He's just teleporting and shit.
Yeah, he just vanishes, appears, and then he just one slash. And our hero boy sees it. He's like, "No, don't kill my sister!" And he pulls her out of the way, and just a beautiful little frame of animation of just this sword slash happens.
It is something to behold.
Yeah, it is. I want to be a demon slayer. That's what it is. And then from then on, basically, Sasuke manages to, we'll say, capture and detain the demon sister, and he's like, "I'm gonna kill her because she's a demon
in front of your eyeballs."
Yeah, listen, this is not your sister anymore. She's a demon. She wants to eat you. She wants to kill you. And
he starts sobbing, crying like a little bitch.
Yeah, and then Sasuke goes into like his own little fucking monologue, and he's like, "I've been where you are, blah blah blah. Do not cry. Do not be weak.
The weak have no rights," or whatever. Whoa, fuck! Like,
he's like, "This is not the time nor place. Get up." And
why didn't you use your hatchet? Blah blah blah.
Yeah, so boy gets up, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna take this Sasuke out. Throw some rocks."
Yo, this guy teleported and like upheaved a tree with his sword. Also, I'm gonna get him with a rock.
He throws a pebble or two, and then as he uses the pebble for distraction, he just runs straight on.
Yeah.
With the hatchet in hand, and he's about to do it, and
Bopped.
Sasuke's like, "Whatever, buddy," and he just bangs him in the head.
Yeah. What did he say? He's like, "A straightforward attack, only influenced by emotion."
Yeah, he's like,
"How disappointing."
Yeah.
Like,
and then he just smacks him
with the hilt.
Yeah, and he goes down. He's like, he was like, "How disappointing." And out of nowhere, he's like, "Wait a minute.
There's no hatchet.
Where the hatchet at?" And then out of nowhere, you see the hatchet coming flying at his face.
And it just misses.
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh my god, this boy, he's so smart. He knew
the rock for distraction and then chucked it with his other hand."
Yeah, he knew he couldn't beat me, but he had this fucking suicide plan."
What a genius.
Yeah, and then as he's contemplating this, Demon Girl slightly escapes and then tries to protect the brother.
Yeah.
And then this is when he realizes, like, "Oh, maybe you two are it.
Maybe they're different because, like, when demons are really hungry, they're high in nutrients."
Yeah. They're like, they need to feast, and she must be expending all this energy, and it must be taking everything out of her not to eat him.
Yeah. So maybe they're different.
Yeah. And then he's like, fine. Muzzle her. And,
This beast.
yeah, and now go visit this man. Tell him I sent you, and that's where our story begins.
Yeah.
I believe he's gonna become a demon slayer.
They show the intro and the outro back to back.
Yeah. It's definitely a pretty cool first episode. Like if I had to go through my general anime picks, like, and I had to watch first episodes, this is probably what I'd come back to and watch. It seemed pretty cool.
The intro showed a lot of different characters and a lot of promise, like a lot of variations, and like what it seems like your character, like the main character, is going to be learning from all these different people.
Yeah.
And eventually become like some ultimate demon slayer king or whatever.
Yeah.
But the different factions and stuff they really show are really unique and vibrant. It's really cool.
Yeah, they even have like, and I don't know if it's because it's just the intro, but they have like these like very stylized effects with like sword swings and just weapon movements, and I'm really curious to see if that's how the actual show is going to play it up, or if that's just for the intro.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it seems like a pretty cool episode. Like, it's definitely the shonen of the season to watch if you don't have one you're currently invested with.
Yeah.
It seems pretty neat.
It does seem pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll watch other 9 episodes and let you know.
The action like did look cool.
Yeah.
But I guess it wasn't very interesting to me. Like, they're doing a lot of things I've seen before, like Homeboy's fast, so it looks like he's teleporting. All their snow mist is all CG.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. Yeah.
I it's really nice to look at, but I really hope that if I were to watch more, that the combat gets more interesting. Where, like, Sasuke looks like the type of character where he would put his sword in his hilt and do the Virgil, like, dimension slash. Or do the thing where he cuts a guy and then slowly puts it in, goes chink, and then, like, blood sprays out.
Yeah. It could be that way. It could be different. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know if it's any better or not.
Yeah.
And the only thing that gives me hope is that in the intro, it shows the hero, his sword is like a water dragon.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, it can't be that.
They have a really cool effect.
Yeah, it can't be that generic, right? Mm-hmm. So like, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna check it out now that I'm cleared out of anime and reboot. I'm gonna go watch this.
Yeah, it looks like the water dragon and stuff is like done in a different style. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of, you know, the promo trailers for Street Fighter 4 when they had all the ink.
Oh yeah.
It kind of looked like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty neat. So, yeah. I've actually heard really good things about the show.
Yeah, neither. I've heard no bad things.
So yeah, I'm curious. I'll definitely check it out. 9 episodes isn't too much to swallow from here on out. Yeah. And that's it for this week.
Yeah, we did it.
Tune in and hopefully
in 2 weeks
we'll be towards the end of JoJo.
Yeah.
And maybe something else.
Hopefully.
Okay then.
Bye.
Bye.